yourself MPs. You be too much. Me the end here. Honorable, they say like what do you say? Oh no, make you no give nobody chance. Times be almost say. They say the enyeja ho. Say the enyeja ho. We na ya beka enya. Ya beka to Sunyani East. Mo amasamwa. Don't share can be transform the vote akọ. Akọ two Sunyani. We two no. Honorable Adekye Mensa Ayawasa East MP. Honorable Kwaba.
Yeah,
me watch it.
Papa.
Uko constituency na.
Mkoya juma. Say nyama na ehase no limited registration is transfer. Eja ro MP. Ntibisha ho.
Ajia.
Be me nya information say me ba no so me nua na yinkotin na say.
Esa oba. Me dase pa. Ya asanita no enso eye political analyst. Ya nso ewufie ha. Ya nanko assemblyman di wo me area because say they see born na na musa ko assemblyman obi dey say all the man ko kra. Ya Wakwaba.
Eja me joso.
Bibi aboko.
Ya me adom.
Ye the radiance.
Normal na bo aye din a. Kosia na just last month. Create 55 no. You see and then 80 Ghana cedis. In fact there so no the numbers 100 and something.
So bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. Tomatoes. Court markets see
Niema bokosoro no kre ba ko pe ehun hia se ye hu bibi.
Yes.
De bia na meka se kame se tubi na wo mu hia na ne hia o mu na mo niema ebe ya mamafo ahen kan wo ho. Eno adwini ni o se ya to from effective next month, right? First.
Yes.
And I to electricity mu. Ya san to water mu. So hu. Fu ebo nso eden ya besan ko kakra ka ho. Nti sane mani nyina affect ye.
Yentu akatem so.
Akatem so yentu mu. Eh wo to airtime a me nim se me nkwa na ya me a. Se me fie be yi o se me to credit na kasa ba kwa na asa. Wo to data shir na ko. Hey, you go survive anyway. Ebia be your phone na dem ase mama kwa be ye hwe kwan se enokofo akwa. Obebe be CMPP am na mu ono nya mai oba ye beto ankomo no so. Na my share in some way see over the weekend to Senya East kaswani ni pote mu a basabasa yesi me yawo ba ko se kan ene ho samsam a ko be yi we a transfer of votes denti na etese ebasa na kame se ede wuyo ne eyaba. So as I say yes ye kwa kutwire din ye kohwese edin wo homa mu a me vote me ye free de akoha we as I say de basabasa ye ba honorable mu na mo ye main access ye kan amanyosam a de akoi ye kwa ne sei ni
me nyami shira mnia ma mi fa kwende so ma mi chia wankasa because me too catch me so gbaduma me chiawo me no be ma me chiawo na isi ya che afi me person for science for omo na omama kwanja ne mabai ti me chicha me person for me kire me party executives me mahemfo no mpemfo hina na nanum hina wasoro gifo ne na hye me tube afi NDC ekura nkasa ne mpemfo mu general chairman ene one bo edman hina na mecheche omo na me akasa me president mama a obabiu obabadi enfi nkonsome mu ono so mechia no mecheche obibia na asema abesise aya asefem na woka sa nyama yesi kasoi. This is not the first time ya twaba me betwa bia ye sa transfers in the limited registration na ye na senya ye beto assembly bay we did it ne che ban say na nenkwa ekosa in fact sa wo hwemu a sa geni mensa isi commissioner na dwuma ye no ahadwen kakra say ni say obi aba akọ na wo so aba ayeden mmra wo ho a kire say limited registration ye ya no mmra wo ho afi wo mo so a air transfers na yi wo aden den koti ne hwehwe I see ya will be sick.
Yeah, what I how I come see the Bema.
So bad.
Omo won second and na the so no so was second so much in a bonotrophobia. Na ya sanke so omo dey call police for the call clinic briefly omo dey ban on bed detain na till enra. Nti enra no so yare ne ho mfa no. Omo amfa na hospital time omo hu say agent inmates na wo say so no wo ansana omo yi ne ba bontema and this is for no pejande ne hospital nti na eno ne ade ba kon e wo
na ha dwi imsa me condemn violence bi akọ so wo bebi a ye registration ni transfer no enya de se so afi de enya brepa ye bi eni han and this election directive no instructions of the ban ade na kama ye di so pepe it is say let be ni na mu so the boss man say mama onya de no way ye directive the Frenchman by run ye di so ye agent also mwo be people also because since you started limited registration asembisi ti egusu ya hwe obi bia wo ye NDC directive instructions na ba instruction na da ba na NDC mundi so instructions da ba no so mundi so mra na de adwuma say baby problem wa mo hwe na mo solve that problem no mama mo fan frɛ ye hina me constituency in many of the areas no asomdwe o ye ba monitor agency ba kɔ hɔ masomdwe aba this is one nkɔfo ankɔ na asomdwe mba no enti no sa situation na si yes sir ayisi no omuma kasa na control so na communication no asomdwe sa afia beba batu 2025 bay aya dia gana how much aba ya mo tiri yan na ina ka kuzu ayi krazi akọ 80 be 100 so eni abrepa na ba we baba to no only the decider ye nenim say NDC ya midrimu ye adwuma den manyema hina koya ya ba power president mamba besa ba biu say menya preso ensi say ye transfer na wo wase kan yin mini ade otibida we think that baby bia nkofo mema mam so na kasakasa ye ina man kofo
honorable how many times is it your third term what in a parliament yet what to aba transfer ya ba ne keka ka ho nyina ne would you say party na nema bi ema party chitafo no enya adwene bi and I said there is forces somewhere or manamunto nem nema bi omo ye no ena ema adwene bi ba bi no mutirimu nti no omo nje processes ni enni and I didn't know you disakọ because what to dia wo fa mu abepim sabire hu a
any na ka bom na ya de above the challenge is this time alone you see you know hey I mean simple limited register calculation bono matiti o matiti simple excess so be titi man ye into the question buapayo so some of these is a bar that's will be any da ho NDC for ye me ye ni da ho aye ni eguso e da ho ye director traffic ye ni da ho pa into the mention say sa ban no say pipi no no mo she ba bi bi ye me I can't talk for them but yen de ye nim say emra no ye be di so ye be protect na de pia are vigilant ye make sure they be there encouraging can emra wa ha ye emra wa ha intermediate and this is not the first time me third time obi bi anim say afarjan abreso a ye say abato aso na sefo ne ade no sa bi akosi ehu bi da je mesre adubro sa isi no sa nhye no se ma mo bi anko na de won twinsan mram fam bran ye djuma ba bi bia mo hwe say asam na nko ye mo hwe no mo nka na reportage no so e ba no so me to say a friend saying you know an NDC PC
parliamentary candidates how daily guard or NDC parliamentary candidates arrested over Kaswa stabbing
wa Brian arrested no he's not been arrested the reportage ye hwe ni e basa wo de ayiba imagine say NDC for so ti be say ya chi ye PC a omoko hwe na menyem ne mentament me ba so I think that would be some ya this is my third term and I am the first time I had transfers now this is the time on record ya chere say sa yisi we limited registration but yeah simple basic calculation omtiti DVD so agaira addition say bi see that njomo money down sa boss man no deputy chairman no so gina ho ade my yisi dia yisi chairman dia onye na djuma yi ade de ntokọ baba no omo yisi mfiri ho na media no so reportage say ba amani nda me we makuma eprim
a delegate front
page entino media
say no cretu etu won the cam
amasa mra wo So if you feel when you're secure, no officer so protected one, would you what's wrong? Your friends what's wrong? What's wrong? Just say one who documentation idea. I'm not against you, because you have to protect yourself. The first you go to no friend and cat and I didn't anymore. It's not a mistake. Ghana, who to me, who are quite so be no moment cat and the bed. That means, and that tells you say, or me other opponents no be Maria Tasso and some Bassa won't. But in any case, Yanchino, si Yanchina and a better politician. Abasana said, whatever it is, NDC for no election directorate name paying for not chair, yes, where be a agent be an PC be an when in the ho, Nation, Meteo. Into society there, say PC be a monitor. Agents name which may I don't think say in women are debate my abem. Now so be a person share the brand shen also so we use your person the branch also a man will be. Now you can't have me come will be at say and this are fair and she said that in there we will never allow at all. Manima alpha baby, be cry. Yes, share your crop for an agent, yes, she'll be beyond crying. So party in Penfrina a time mochi. Obian a PC biano monitor, coho, in Mobius of Mongo for Momo. Na ensure say mbra Juma. That's sanity, that's law and yedma. That's what we are doing. Na say basa, I don't think say in something we go to bit messy.
Okay, me that say. Sabre me saka enokafo akwa ewa enokakwa aba.
Ejoso. Yakabna.
Ayi ya hwe ewu senya ewutu senya east. The see ye wo ho. Ha wakunse no abo amakunse ne baba ma ese ya won se kan. Ene de se ya won se kan so machi na bonoma ono so bi oda na aidin ye. Ene nipa ya chi wo mo as we speak no ya chi NDC for 4 so I think report so much 4 ama ya ma 3 bail. De waka no na oda hospital no. But the moment from there enya dia police force obiam na no na NDC for the press release bi ba bonte kire say sa anamo na ye hwehwe ni mu se de ye beka no a police for ye no enya dia eboa esansa afanu or say it takes two to tango enti afanu ni nyina basabasa ya ba na ye nyina ya ko a ade na mo chi ebi na mo je ebi no eno enye say we a transfer of vote. Why do you have to bash people to that extent? Then tina say be twese ka me na me de me ho me say me de be ko sunya ni east me sorry a mako center ho mako samedi me sorry mako ye for processes ni mo me ko sunya ni east. I mean we ya dey say no so se kan twene mema sam ne mani sam be ma bedu ba bi eduri ye kukuru mponi o ma mi ti osima be nsia
eja kwabna me da se me fa okasa fidi kese so mfa nchia sonkon ema ahwefo nyina so na me nchia bedwafo nyina na me fa omampanyin na ada kwakufu ado ne nchia sonkon so magana fo nyina ni titiro ne na bedi akire a sanso MPP Franka 24 Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ono ene dey na wo hye ne nto abo kese no ase ewo Greater Accra obedi na enu wa ha ene odachina obesra the various constituencies of Greater Accra no ni stakeholders ehia na ne policy of hope no so no ni Ghana for Greater Accra atwetwe ho nkomo Jacob na ye nyina agitum se Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eye omampanyi a ote apatam na Ghana for eba ko to santen na ya confirm no December 7 2024 say mampanyi a ode Ghana ekoyen daachi mu sebi uswo nsuo na uswo ansa na hu ne mu duro eno nti yasoa enka ne yasoa mampanyi bia na efe ne John Dramani Mahama ye hu ni ode bre yen sebi tainted credibility and any abebre o compare no as vice president now compare Dr. Baumia o medi president than no vice president who ni say there is a clear difference obey o mampanya Adekye in the last 7 years no onte ketasese ne proye bia wo ne ho onte se so koto eba onkoto primra na yate abadwa kosi yen hwehwe ni semu onte se yese wakote boat bi anaso de sika bia koto baabi onte se o de ho for ne ma enye papa mu nanso de otifa ne ho nyina ne se de ne mampanyi enam Ghana mamra so e de ahye ne sase ondi djuma we mu a oman no odi ne excellently e bi ne digitization na de ehwam kra ne policy of hope or the 2 on the 7th of February e wo UPSC mu akono ye pa eye flat tax rate e ba ofa eja kwame be boa me e be boa importers e be boa adwadifo na wo hwe Ghana for bitumi ama ya plan
ade na ye nye sisi na amafo gitire be hwe wi ansa ne aye
sisi e do ya
me guta president kasa last Friday also mojwe de gu omujwe tire ehye 2022 share about 50%. This time around, share about 25%. And to cut 15, cut 25, 75%, the J3 share. And then I'm making social media, Mama Kasa. Social media, Otun for Baba, Dr. Ajiman Prempe. Or say no onimu da say cost of doing business the organa open bra or didn't yana so no so ja yakopa na adona bibi kakra ba nisem entrepreneurship obetumi abona say cost of doing business is extremely difficult. Importers are crying. Until na bibi o ho a yetumi nyama nkrofo hehe omne to say afibiansa
Jacob, now would you say we are not in normal times at the economy? The ravages of COVID-19 and the Russia-Ukrainian person, and that's what ADHC say, yeah, say. Yen mind, yes, so. And every circumstances we are not calling for a particular policy action a way. They would say the year 2025 air corner, now maybe a horn no minor tin, who you horn more, air calling for a new direction. That new direction will culminate into the policy direction of His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Obe harmonize your import duties now together with that of Togo. See any Togo there, ebe penance ye dey lower than Togo there. And the circumstances na prevail, you know.
It what shows the next 3 or 5 months or so no. Nema betumi asesa prekope. The next 5 months no. Remember we under IMF program.
Yes.
And see then the church say within this short period no. Nema betumi asesa prekope na ye jania ye no nyina na be so we mu gbande akoprekope. Mind you, Bidika can say amanfo dwetri eshi.
Eja kwabena. Dwetri eshi, dwetri so te because of the exchange rate disparities in nema ye nyina. Eye nema aban endai. Aban gusu ye ntoto ye ene nema say because demand driven. O hwe the demand for forex and the basic economics will tell you say when demand is high, now supply will lower automatically, price equals. And that is what is enhancing this forex fluctuations rate. Fluctuations are also CCA. Certainly, I buy expected some inflow of some forex into the system and no ebe buanama ni inako form. Within this year, Cocoa syndicated loan beba any idea ni also the forex beba additional forex any name. Ebi ena Dr. Bawumia catch say I was say Bank of Ghana etimi ASR gold program no massively ye betimi store more gold that betimi show up our currency. Currently we have almost about 30 something tons of gold now as a country. Ye inherited over 7.8 tons of gold from independence time up to 2017. Now just about 8.7 tons of gold. But currently we have about 30 something tons of gold Ebebuana has more gold Ebebuana sustaining and currency now. I was say you tied Dr. Bawumia and the police or debano in the from 2025 air corner. Ghana will be a different country, Ghana will be a different nation, Ghana will be the economy of Ghana will thrive massively encourage in our fortunes enhance economic development. Now a question I didn't kind ebisa being if I easy transfer of vote to home sensemia air course. Ene mu ma bone sekan wo ene mu metin makawa ekoso ni nyina ene sen Jacob na so wakasa bi sa question kra no you are wondering why it should happen so. Why should this be a tango? Because omo din wo register ni mu no ene transform vote the yen churo din fufuro bi abio why would din wo register ni mu no me fa ne say ma relocate to Accra from Mikrom wa betena nkran be 2 years. If you listen election, ever told me one crying. I say, me come back and go to my baby. And when the opportunity is there for me to transfer my vote, I think it will be so one penny. Is a person not follow the due process of law and or they could transfer the vote? Menti san nemana NDC agents. You see, say all lusu election and the strategy of NDC what we call the fair appeal. About say election or marry because who compare the achievement of the NDC? Ni John Dramani Mohammed di animo na. Eba ketasese no proya. Na ye kankan kra eba massive improvement ahwa kwan we have challenged them Obanpanyi Akufo-Addo e dey buy honorable James Awaha or the Bamra Sebedwem ni state of nation address see a construct over 11,000 kilometers of road. What you say? Because we are Sebedwem and I'm coming to talk about it.
Yes, we challenged it. We disputed it.
It is essentially because you are disputing everything in this country. There's no record.
There's no evidence.
But the document was adopted.
What document was adopted?
What committee investigation? No, what did you arrive at?
No, I'm in the ranking for the committee.
What did you arrive at?
What you said was that there is no evidence. There is no evidence. It's not true.
The election of 2024 will be won by our performance in government. What did you guys construct over 4,000 kilometers of road? in your entire period. Your period you, but more than 11,000 kilometers of road.
Who said that?
It's in terms of road infrastructure. You have to talk on the about hospital infrastructure. The massive agenda of one district hospitals, which most of them are near completion in the idea. Else go on more in terms of hospital project infrastructure. You have to free education. More run a whole advert, 44 adverts. 8-year free education policy. You been here take care 20 years. And then said free education. And the free education from 2017 are running out to this time. And look at even the performance of the free education students. And you see, you can't say you compare achievement on achievement. All sectors of the economy, the NDC comes nowhere close. And you see what they are thriving on. The fee appeal, and Tokabesi, Edipabewu, Emojabegu, Ebese. But I am assuring the NDC, say you cannot thwart the coercive power of the state. You can't state, the regional state, buying before state, the court, state, the institution, the security services now, protecting the constitution and the supremacy of this country. Who are true, who near to chain on my Ghana. Who are to me, only to me in chain on my Ghana. Obiase to me, and it is some member sa ehu sem ene sa neema no mo ntwen san kra na mo fa bo policies na metuga enya bia mo policy mo se mo ba mpreko nketenkete akon nketenkete nkonfirm nketenkete mo ko so mo kan che Ghana fo e Dr. Bomi so kan de so no obe the National Resource Bank beba obe man enya ownership for natural resources ene sa neema na be boa enhance Ghana into the fourth industrial revolution no o kan de
and some me be mo kakra say before 2016 yet in some who do be brave from taxation
to production.
Yes. Abeye industrial words be person
industrial revolution.
Sa sama yet yes abre ye be ma omansi kasam agina dollar no ebegina yet tin sem bebre. What do we see today?
What we are seeing today, I have massive drive in industrialization. I've been seen that in the Fourth Republic.
And the
1D1, the import substitution led industrialization. And there are over 160 one district, one factory projects are running.
And no impacts better in your economy.
Impact, exactly. And let me beside this, friends, will beside this question. The impact of any infant industry, a trivia, a low, because of brand awareness, any name maybe. You have special ice, any special drinks. But to me, the special ice, any special drinks, at to brands are Ejina Hodom with Coca-Cola ammonia at the end. And it's so prominent because it has stand the test of time. Ejina Hodom watch it. With time, so Ghana for you support to special ice, any special products are. Now you consume patronize here. Now or expanding the production now. A better crowd, not special drinks, also called international. Special drink, and also no the brand awareness not catch it up. Ubo be idea. It is a brand with a graphic. And the Ghana Nibiano, open any newspaper, say a Chronicle, say a Times, or can graphic. Ghana need no beverage, say a Milo, a day or tea. Any idea? Then you know a brand awareness, I catch it off. At the infant industry, air trivia, it takes time because change.
But at least,
psychologists, it takes about 15 years before people adopt to change.
At least, say you too, specialize your show play munina. So Unimawe, your chicho Emirates.
Before playing, maybe that.
Emirates.
Before Emirates, you say me special drink. If you call the energy, become a Ghana.
A woman say Abia 150 something factories.
More than that.
More than okay. The infant is all the infant 150. Said that can 160. In 160, you know. You be say a dear pa anya shekurano. Product buying and a dear partner, you be so okay, a beer, ya dear way, ya export so. And your export to side dear way, no. And ya should run ya baby, a bay $10 million, $20 million, $50 million percentage say any other back economy no. And no bet you be a crap my own say, oh, at least I'm 160 no crown, a move 40 and a move 50 a year, you may beer. Ebe abo economy na nkanya no na ba ya anka economy no kura no be bia edri wonyin sanka bia nchechem bi sa ban so anka beboa
eja kobra me dase pa nyamishira sa question we be say no e was say a mount journalist of the year award no because these are the questions are Ghana for ehia say between enhance the fortunes of our country. Questions are Ghana for ehia say ye be pensen mu na Ghana for hu aban susu ye ode ba ye ene emwa susu ye no e de bua nkakra who say mining industry no our local content friends regulations are regulated the local content what Ghana has say in terms of product sourcing. And then Oko Kumasi you were 1D1 factory hold on so me boat and nuts and springs. Local springs here for heavy duty vehicles near there. Any boat and nuts. Hitherto now Anglo Gold Ashanti Gold Fields no extra boat and nuts from outside Ghana, member country behind. But then they are sourcing them locally because those products no had no more. A manufacturer Ghana has here they can source the products locally. And no Masika Eka Ghana has here capital flights in the money be hold more. It has reduced in a bit. Ebia hitherto no nanka ebia how I do brain in terms of capital flight in the amount as because per dollar and they are crab boat and not aba no all the supplier has no this cana what on so we are send the akana or the akofebia baniade but now we are producing them locally. Products be say kunfi jutes and then over 500 shops in US eton kunfi products are we share the friend say forex are they break Ghana
500 shops.
Oh yes. US. Eton kunfi jutes.
Na Ghana hey.
Ghana ha ukot game pass straight here me fa ko fi dey bia.
Shops.
Oko Gimpa here, Gimpa Junction here. We do a small cars is on those products. And then various joints in Accra, we be a confuse. Most of the malls now, you will see a confuse. Most of the malls. Okay. The stands replete with a confuse products. I'm at the new patriotic party every election. I am telling the NBC and Honorable James here. Say, come and penny, Ewa Quenya, and Kiamfa. Easy chairperson, no. Emma, ye mammy, Lodina Mahama. Comment on this one. Yeah, the my mammy Lodina Mahama. A bad wapa, I this very comfortable. Because meaning say, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia will win the election and win convincingly based on his promises and his intellectual prowess and capabilities.
Me pass one about my album. Na my onkase out na say.
Abankasa.
Yeah, Samba say here also award transfer of votes. And they say, why do you have to bash somebody? Obi or no person or transfer the vote. Now when I deka kusi sa bese na me fa nkɔ transfer of vote. O de person to me Philip mu enye ne saa. Na kokɔ wi ase ma se kantwen e ma bɔ ene hu nsɛmsɛm a sɛbi odwene ho a sɛ de nyansa bi animu.
Aja madase ye share ache ntinchia nkomo.
Ndase.
Ntinchia nkomo
on. Ya nu se na ye Jennifer Queen birthday. Wa unu aba.
Meaning pa.
Ntinchia nkomo on abu ye share ache e kasa nso ache. Na menua afuaka. Ahwefo ya chiamu ina nana okoje man kokuja mbrade third so hwetire no man hene nana wongwa so mechia so hwi ahemvom creating ahema mom creating machia so hwi kogina from creating se kura san so everybody agbesese befia bia obi amechia wambu ene na yire Eunice aja say wama afọ kwa bed done topic ne kakra the substantive topic I would buy no or bomb modern add done no but I'm not surprised in the sense say baby election 2024 air call obia as we speak now parties are kesemi no obia enim ne smoothness level into some of the communication strategies is that okwa tietemu okwa topic near the bema. I know what I'm saying. Tilt it. And more be this is what monitor when they are sending people to certain particular stations and a media house. They look
and information when I want enemy.
Me saying we are on the run.
It is not factual.
We are on the run.
Well,
whichever. And more be and like the MPP for one many reasons, but one, especially one, consistently maybe two youth nefu. One will say, and before they came to power, their message, nobody, in fact, no party had the message that the NPP had. Let me refer to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's Excellency. From his first attempt, second attempt to the third attempt out, the winning, all his messages were messages that we all felt said this is the man to change the game. Today, interestingly, unfortunately, big boss basis remember me, do this, we would, and that's why I did. NAPCO, oh, the now, you transfer vote to Keke. Now, some crofobia Honska, one the money bass, electoral commission. Because Uncle Obiemu, a man crofo, any other convenience. And Fata say, Kobako Basi Obi Abahwa, and Kasano way and can be reduced. You can see how Ghanaians are ready to help build the economy by even an adjo say omodi embo ne nkonwa ekosan life. The Ghanaian is always ready. Me pe obi obaba your money ye. But yen hwe the past 7.5 years ayi wo mu. Yen hwe say o man no nipa ye de man na ye gini di pa no akosi sen. Oh, but I know because say you speak for your friend say NDC. I careless. Time not doing so dukro or man my Reverend Charles Owusu, aka change my scam. And sister Yenuya Baya Jennifer Queen. Happy and I do the sum Prime FM. Your betching change my scam. And those who have to benefit have benefited. Those days, the same thing was being told to me. Say, media MPP for Tommy. And now, no credit that whole year can. What's your mayenka? Was see a minister, candidate. Now, at the front page of ally of who else who publish such lies?
Mami, I can't say me. I see a friend on Phyllis na Koyo Okuno, you know. Ne nkrata o de kire se etuo no ne de ampama police for eja no yen producer sorry yen reporter no ho bi o sin ho onya ntino ye be project o TV no so na etumi o say a licensed gun
wo fa baby a ye ma men na akoyo no we all know the terrain of that area, the environment in terms of a by electioneering processes and hooliganism, intimidation, etc. Ye nim. And doesn't she have the right to protect herself? Say, or you be a Ukrano, what did this plan? It's only done a term. But I must also warn your station. Say, sometimes reportage, me, I am a pen fair, when I'm using your day. But sometimes when you are a newscaster, now they let me tear on the day of the reportage, it was a main station. Because me, I hear them station there. You buy a becker man for the NG house and Yabeka. It be at the American, it's not the right thing, but we must say it. Now say, oh, ya coach car be, ya my police fast no mu chesi car no mu call ya munitions say gum, a trio gum. I had to say the Coco Afghanistan war. We understand your Tiabonteno. No, not do my say, Sayo, no, your trio back compare. Any 4 rounds of ammunition. So, my men will need license there for to the gun you registered there. Then the police are right. But interestingly, police report a bar bunting. H says she was holding and I say she was possessing an unauthorized gun. And that reportage from the police administration also, in my opinion, if it is not true, then they have also deceived the public. Right?
There can be about say you fear her UTV.
Your friend say Peace FM news.
So that can UTV.
You are right. Many of them are penas and power on the news. But I said they will see car. No my dream say, "Hey, you can cry. You can a trio car. Actually, you can trio near back with 4 rounds of ammunition. You understand? Until we are in dangerous times. Until the reportage should be such that at least we will feel at ease. Say, a BIM can say, NPP akoswo trio ekogu baby na nipa adwuma yo na nkrofo taking arms. No, we should go in a manner say Bema 2024 election December 7 be peaceful. But you see, nipa na ye no, if it is found say ono na war a branch in sika mrani ni. But they have many say the gentleman na ye stable no is it atukumsin. Me mama Akumsi, I've never said anything wrong about her, especially her ministry. Since or by why calm, per my opinion at least, fairly calm. Now, the news out there is being described as if to say the gentleman had to force him drop from the sky as like an angel. Or by horse or babe patang to kwano be fetch this can call. Me am a tia bonti amanko ubino. I don't see it that way. Say now the NDC constituency secretary more be pata na will be fetch this can call. I don't. We know a branch no ni soup no ne ban. So onye mresa, onye betesa. And these are two political parties that so are very, very active in politics. Into your boss no manoma we ya. Aya na chinye show no. easy. And you say, Nkofo ba describe say on the work on one koyehwe na okopat sanka or pata Nkofo me no omoko na nka obi estabu obi na bi to patrick wo no de na ye kanesa but one court to say angel neither did the NDC friends and reps also acted as angels right into the or was kan no emrade ndi again I'm advising say people who are coming there should be screened. Whether you are coming to transfer your vote or you are an agent, should be screened before you are allowed to enter a bedwire. Into these two scenarios of say, Mame Koyo need to, I don't see anything wrong with it. Omunja Mame no munja dinseno. Number two, any panko for a bo the was kind whichever the same running in dino. Only in the I feel so to the police station. You didn't go to you. Look, Aja, Obi Oha. You bet me I'm on a life imprisonment. 40 years near life imprisonment. Bet me 40 years with prison. No. Now my young folk being called to prison for 1 week. 1 year within 3 days will because of probably a conditional no I said trauma ne bibia on to me and continue. Into police for Nsroma so obi
where my no a year parliamentary candidates and a Raphaelis na Koyo Okuno ni tumi krata HSC tune wa register no said the be clarification ti and the 20 way ne krata HSC police for ankasa na license tune no e dey am tune on license no so no pump action kan
and in most cases no e be on ankasa pump action kro nim to nipa otene na be o ma ya training no and interesting when you buy a gun and you register you can go to the police train you how to fire the arm, right? And I want to believe, say, Mame Koyo, so bet me at a bedding. So probably Obia or Kano as the bodyguard, I say, yeah, training a man, and they be obey to me. Until my no man, yes, you as if to say, lastly, no, these incidents are a dress rehearsal for 2024 December 7th. Until you I saw Funkasa. I am Funkasa, Imam Funkasa. All those who matter, Yankasa politicians, the youth especially, should not allow themselves to be used. I'm sure said they have regretted. Say, because of ABC. And indeed, this is the first time I say Minister B, because of election, this is the first time. And I want to advise my youth, say, Mama yema yenin na ho na yema politicians engusu ye to a parochial interest.
Medasi yeah me call ona bona say
me comment who say me ranking for Roads and Transport Committee of Parliament Masaso my Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways ndeja for ko abetra no kasa gogo ni I think say set recording straight me ma what say ja for ko e Tama na Akufo-Addo obe read the State of Nation address na o se why 11,000 in there o se million ni bie ye ni be pese obi ate asese Ghana ha mrawa be pia ubenya real information say ma yes akwan we ma si school we ni aden any budget statement document sa mbrashe piti say aban bia no afia so a sika edi ma won na so di adwuma no kwani ko bu nkonta so that is why we have the information. When you go into the budget statement document, the Akufo-Addo nakasa ni jode buy because finance ministry no hwe ni na sika de ma wono na adwa wo de ye buhunkuta say de bia ma. It does not suggest that wa sa kwan no.
Na say na no so mai.
Oh, the Akufo-Addo at the end of 2023 no, wa kwa 6,977 kilometers. 6,977 kilometers.
And no ye de mo nya fi budget ni mo anase de ono no be kan wo ho ana de mo afa akiri akọ hwe. De wa ba
kan budget statement so on no own finance minister no ba kan man.
Okay.
So person who be wa ye adwuma achi obi you staff in Nigeria the two. Check in the budget statement for what the documents here reference paragraph to paragraph. That is where you can get information. It is a what account as my kwanche obi na asefo ne ade na wakasa wo kan or print e bi the buy and I disputed it in parliament. Me no ka say your basic information for road condition survey. They have not been able to do it. So I can also projections. Not 4,202 also are extended. Projections. So in the budget statement, it is clear from 1992. Obi why quite I've been telling you this. Okay. That's what I said. 11,000 quite our extended road network no do nankasa ay gravel roads so we twa kwan so a onye kwan
okay nti twa so
let's watch out for okay na so so no pass we na go for me no can say budget statement on my about my answer I'm giving evidence, I'm giving information. Go to the budget statement.
The evidence
this is not the budget statement.
The budget statement is
yes, so go to the budget statement.
Everything is here.
Go to the budget statement.
I will tell you that it's a lie.
Go to the budget statement.
What you say Fred say road improvements, road construction. Public fund. What you are saying, president. It's true. It is there. No reasonable.
Pack meeting I'm okay me dan say me pacho okay
budget statement and this are next to the head of the state address on the parliament
honorable pacho what's your print bi aba o de na esen
any 11,471 and a president and a president
the budget statement the woman
me pacho let's have a civil discourse
let's have a civil discourse
let's have a civil discourse
me say I hear for now the 11,000 say or no check we
wait document and next to the state of the nation address a president the parliament na say the
budget no send a wom
me sure budget na say the media ọ̀nà so kan dẹbi ọ̀nà wọ̀ jẹ́ mẹ́sẹ̀ kasa wọ́n sì ọ̀tẹ́kì budget yẹ 6,000 naira àbújá yẹ 4,000 naira ẹni tí no pẹ́pẹ́ more than you do.
me pacho mo Michael honorable me pacho me da say for me da say yẹn kọ enura meeting ẹ kọ so me pacho honorable me pacho yisi ene mo kushia mo party no ene yisi kushia ne NDC ni other political party in kushia e mama ka say mema obi biara na musini enko bebia ye vote transfer. Meanwhile na hihye ni say eso wo mo obiara de na musini ekọ sense di ntwire no anamusifo wo ho enti transfer nso esa anamusifo wo ho ema munyina akọ mu say ese mo kwafe kwansin enra emergency meeting eba so no wo ma twe asan say mo bia na musini enko saa dwumedi na sibio mo pani okoye ewura makamanu oso won de o ma gya tum say yisi ka so mo nkwa anya de a wo mo ebeko na che say yisi asemu an mo tu mama nka no say makamanu for his part said the MPP would abide by the directive of the EC and had already asked all its agents to withdraw from the centers. He explained that the decision by the EC to allow party agents at the various centers for the exercise was to allow transparency. But due to the chaos witnessed so far, the commission had issued directive for all parties to withdraw their agent. It is a reason tia yisi ne kan se party anamusifo no enko no eye transparency. Se mu beda ho fine. Se say basabasa yesi ya me say kaso de nkwa ne bibia metie minim se bi sense omia wo do bi dia. Enu nti saa nipa no anamusifo no enko. What happened to the transparency e kan wasem?
The New Patriotic Party as a political party you have the responsibility to protect the electorates and to be able to enhance the fortunes of the people of this country. A law abiding. Electoral Commission aid in Juma. And as part of their working so mujumedi no ma kwan say amanyofo anase Ghana ni bia betimi aba especially stakeholders in the electoral process political parties no and more especially the active political parties being it NDC NPP mostly oko centers na obehu NDC NPP because the smaller political parties no mostly omutimi infa agents because of the cost component involved isi ehun say dwumedie no e de ohaw eba ma bo sekan twa ene ehunhuna look at say parliamentary candidate echo a friend say a voter transfer center fully armed
hwana no
oh mama call you ya can answer me
fully armed
what does it mean
etu ni no enye ne license gun ne document am to meba
Okay, fully armed. What do you mean by description of fully armed? What you say?
Fully armed. Okutetio. Boba wom.
No okutetio. Our part.
Okutetio. Etio one ho. Etio one ho.
Enti
mo come
beba
as an ton okasa do o say bi ko no ogonim to bi obi otoma no enti obi otoma na maame na si na de otoma na
honorable
Pacho and you are being dishonorable on this platform.
Pacho no
I'm seriously, I don't like that. No, I don't like the way you say
Pacho o me na kasa no de kasa be Pacho enti me for no Pacho
I want to draw anything. You are being dishonorable.
Afakwa, with all due respect,
you have not been like
on me and the kasa, I know ne wo na kasa. Me Pacho pi. Say most of MPs any woman aka no enam dume eco centers wa. Omo je omo ti wo fi ansa no mako.
One who MPP a wakwa center be asi tuo no ho. Has there been any occasion? Aka say tuo no ho in this instance.
Maybe sa kwese muti mo MPs no. When
in the last event, I think said 2020 some time ago, Madam maybe how commission echo voting center with gun. We all condemned her on this platform. Yenina, including every panelist oba hebia ekan ho.
I will fear her.
Yes, yenina. Ye kasa sem no hwasem so the Tuako or the Tuako registration center. And Ghana for yenina bufu say the so the Tuako registration center. Justifying it and rationalizing it based on her security.
How commission e tutuo. Ono age tu so tutuo. Mami we de no. Osi nante koi a netuo nka ne ho etuo nka ne bodyguard ho ne kamu a e ka ni si baby ono afiri ho kɔ no ɛna polo omo se omo hwɛ kai no mo no omo se etuo dem ono so me de ampa ma register enti tuo no enkura ono ankasa tuo no nka ne bodyguard no enti ne de ne ha akom si de the difference so ha akom si de no wase ono anoto tuo no
the essence of carrying live ammunition with you going to a registration center or a voter transfer center. What is the rationale behind it? At the end, Tina, Urituo, Ebeto, Edia Cosa Bian. Okay, say you call as not by election. The police administration issued notice, even police for Crown Ebeko, Akoteki, the security cover around those zones, you know. It becomes some good to you. Police issued notice, say because of public order and public security, police for Crown now more Koboy and Hobino, more for you and call the arena. Move for you call. It's a parliamentary candidate.
No, audition monitoring.
Oko center.
But the audition or arena.
Please, we are all not there. Here saying no, we can't construct one to say police for or more investigation. Normally the report na to the distance between where the car was parked. Anybody are now more registration who said you on the car.
Ya wanamusini na ya wo anamusini ewo ho. Ono no report ma yen. They see yen nyinara twa bibia onfoni eno nti de tumi nya sa receipt yi kura chese auditor police for a police so say tio no kura registered enti no auditor no call center ho ukura tio say na kura specialize e the call center ho anase na dan kam
eja kwabena the American say once you have a gun on you with little altercation ebufo kura ba you can rush into your car and pick your gun obi ho ne kokonye enti no etuo eben wa ebufo ba you can go for it because what register so the yeden so you often konye hunting gun also they born ho ban it when there is a reprisal metimi ho asibi won ho no free say ne life e threatened that no bo run came so go fetch you na dey so dey be edunti no intentional dey call ho no obi e so ko transfer the vote enipa ne nya fe no ko chiro ni din wa chiro ni din dada also okoyi ni vote e dey aba a particular center and no so ne ho ma abo ne sa ne be it electoral commission or the mandate under the constitution of this country no if you say enema e koso no e ha omuju media omudia they can also issue audits. And as part of their audit, you know, say say agents be able. In any case, for transparency and accountability, you know, they give a printed version of the provisional register to the political party to vet. The exhibition of the voters register. A woman, you can raise objections to it. And all these statutory provisions in our honor, any war meaning Ghanaian can trigger these provisions now. About prepare your transparency about voter rule. And why light the only provision is agent or her and a paper your quantity cost. There was allegations of registration of minors, not agents or her. The allegation of registration of minors, but agents no more. Can they stop them? Because the law says who said their own person challenge it. You can also challenge it when the register is displayed on exhibition. And we, as a well-respected political party, say evaluating the procedural occurrences, any protester is yet
it serves us right. Say you bet me, I go through the process now. Transparency, I penny and sabeka. We will go through it. Because be all registered beyond at the community nim. Obi or registered beyond belongs to a police station. Obi or registered beyond belongs to a district and a constituency. Certainly, yeah, agents now come back home. They live in the constituencies. They live in the police stations. They live in the electoral areas with them. I don't see. You display on exhibition, and that's why by printed copies of the provisional register now, we will vet it at the polling station levels, to ensure, say, prepare your registered name. Now, the any concern won't be answered, we will object to it, we will challenge it, and go before the district registration review committees, to go and prove our assertions. And me now, Emra Ediato. And to the idea, as a war meaning political party, you free say you're in Juma. Any BBA, ya ho brasier, ya dimina. That's why there's some Ghana for even in times of hardship, COVID-19, Russia-Ukraine impasse, modern boy yabono, Ghana for Basha somebody to Ababa, will protect the register and make sure say prepare your akosu register anymore. Not only say agents be hono, even agents will hold agents in hono. Once our protesters know hono more at every stage until say the final register is printed, we can still challenge. Or more, and you can show me the process in the we will go by those processes and challenge. And Mr. McMenu, like I said, we are withdrawing our agents from the sentence because of the orders of the Electoral Commission, because we are well-abiding citizens of this country and a party that believes in the rule of law.
What's the idea maybe making cancer of we and say the idea you can't say agents in Nkohono is for transparency. Meaning says agent in there will not be transparency. And say yes we withdraw one. What shows say transparency now? Na ye hwe kwan say yensa betumi aka no. Yensa betumi aka. E ma manfo adwunu munye ona. And so ebisa say so they see ye no so no e bibia so to the extent say ye begire no so de aka say bia no nti ye twe sa na bangini e twe agent ni ye de fro na hwe NDC standard wo mo so mo take say wo mo de yisi kanom ne adwene a anya de yeye and so they've even directed their members and as agents and say one de mo nko say nyama e ko say say kwa na yawo so then
ajameda say na anka me hwe so say obe shemenu na wa withdraw because ye share ha aya na sometimes
need ashefo be judge bibia ntima na say
right okay aja one of the regrets of MPP emra omo kan say stolen verdict into omo boko to bibia omo parliament during sa owura dubo ahenemre. Later on it was one of their regret that they thought say we shouldn't have gone this way, and indeed Sankoman boycotted everything including parliament and can omo foothold in the process of election. And can subsequent elections you have here and can be a very different kakra. Now, this so-called acceptance to withdraw their agent, one day they will regret it, and I'm sure they may not withdraw them. And any attempt by the NDC to say we are going to agree, we will also withdraw our agent. It means almost a cheap papa.
Hey.
NDC. Yes.
How didn't know Kasa?
Because you see,
the directive na yisi dia base. Say the yejina sunti. Who say bibia dia ne keke.
Enye yisi na the directives no buy. Obi na pushing yisi say for directives we call.
Why?
When be the government in power.
Who can direct the EC?
Who else can do that?
The
EC, me. I said that I perceive the EC being manipulated, and I'm consistent on it because so you never be a be. And so me metra ha enye no wadre. Say me na fofo wo MPP munti me na fofo wo NDC munti na ma be kan say you say oh yan German nkosa. How do you play a football without referees? How is that possible? The transparency component in this transfer of vote we see any free one. What do we achieve? Obi abetumi ya de ope yete ha na mo ankasa mo kache mo machines are taxpayers no ye de yesika to se mo fa enhwe election so ayira na yete abonten ye ntiye until say whistleblower bi e fa opposition aso e beto odwakura mo se da mo ye hon press conference enyira aye yanka bi ahyem say na yen the taxpayers is sky the top machines no say mo say ye auction we didn't know there was no audit at the warehouse representatives of political parties, no, any a or more IT personnel, more baby who say, in Fidea way, I obsolete, where we can refurbish this and that. And there was nothing of that sort in terms of auditing of the machines. Most why Pecomedia Kogu baby say, yeah, auction. I mean, who does this? And the electoral commission led by Jemensa is, I don't know how to describe them. And you see, NPP may be thinking that they are playing to their gallery. Oye de sia enye at least ni nkwa na bewu enye CPP ni nkwa na bewu. We must stop this nonsense we must stop this canker of trying to say yeah the be tin electoral commission so called independent one day we have the power. You call IPAC and you see I'm surprised that on the IPAC we don't have the media reps. I stand to be corrected. By media more representative for.
Now can say BB said to me AC. It
must be done. Said your bear the bear discussing with hobby because many a times you know say parties no more discussing issues. Time or more about interview or more.
Obi a candidate.
No be in Namka.
We quite a me we share NDC for reasons of mine. Also following the directive, the EC directive, the NDC in a statement issued and signed by its General Secretary Fiavikwete called on all its agents across the country to monitor the ongoing voter transfer exercise. All structures of the party, particularly regional and constituency secretariats, and are hereby directed to deploy NDC agents to all district offices of the EC to closely monitor the ongoing voter transfer exercise. Exactly. Na Oshia, na meba EC for so was it the deputy chair of the Electoral Commission in charge of corporate affairs services, Dr. Bosmansar, who chaired yesterday's meeting, declined to brief the media on the outcome of the deliberation. Now,
Bosmansar, the man is a dangerous person when it comes to political manipulations.
Why? No, it's too hard.
That's how I perceive him to be.
Why?
Because he is the one who stood up to say, and this is a threat to our democracy. How dare you, as a commissioner, you are supposed to be in the middle, no matter your political affiliations. Then you give out. And processes here EC Komunya. I have the video. One of the EC reps now stated categorically say, or your MPP to come out now a bit difficult. Now when you say opportunity, he wants to say he's one of them. The videos are viral. They are here. And Chebia processes are EC normal Yebia. Electoral Commission representative in one of the regions. You understand? Yes, I point to be a known person, your name so your MPP communicator. A branch here, a friend simple.
Appear here.
The things that are going on, it is only somebody who is politically blind and Obe can say nothing is happening. The EC is on its own doing its own thing. No. The EC for Bosmansari to come out to say to not to give the details of the meeting, and I'm surprised about Ura McManu, an astute politician of his caliber, to urge his party that they agree with the EC, so their people they will regret it, so they should withdraw their people, withdraw them. I am urging the rest of the parties, said let your reps go there and monitor. Just be vigilant and be sure, say, when your people are coming. Probably you yourself.
Yeah, okay, mommy.
A be a one Casabajia to Honso say, political party, especially NDC. Obajia to Honso say, one crop for now or more bahono. One Casabo base screening or more. One say a boy shall be home. A Drian shall be home, second shall be home. Namonjan Fincham. Because you see, every trap is being set towards 2024 manipulation. Now you travel money back. We were here when the friend saying civilian now or driver police pickup during the 2020 election. We were here when ballot papers about 1 million was printed. You could be saying it's the Omokai. Omokai said there were mistakes. Actually, Omokai said it was for anticipated rerun. How would you you see, Mami Jemensa, immediately a government is changed, that woman should be fired. Even if it is the NPP who stays in power, they should fire that woman. Because I hear you're the anymore. I'm telling you. And what she is doing wrong, probably, maybe we can pardon her somewhere because she's being pushed. But if you can be pushed to do what you are doing, and I compare it to when you were the boss of IEA, me compare.
So the man na ye adwuma, the yesi man na ye adwuma. Onko se waye bibia etia mra na e dey say betumi de akokọ say yesi mra na ha na eduru but waye amana tra ha. Enti say ni so betumi and sama na yi.
Yesi mra na odi adwuma no. Yesi mra na mamegwe wo hwa ye see implemented strictly the EC rules, the CIS etc. Ayedi adwuma. Ebi no mo ye. They've turned the whole thing upside down. And not probably, I perceive that they are being pushed to do a particular agenda. It will not help anybody. It will not help anybody. The people of this country need peace. And peace is what we want. We don't mean person about to ma. No man kote se me wo fa CB and amianka sakrepo e bi a stray bullet akokame. For what reason? Me hwehwe adwuma ma obi. Aja o de
that's it. Honorable. Muso mu gina mo asie ne se yesi se de nema ekọ no. Nani nye ho. Enti ebe ya enye se be ya mamo anamusifu bia nko MPP for so mate. Ba wo hwe de Democrats ani nyina the Democrats ani mu a Butu so say the NDC MPP disagree on the EC's directive. But mo de mo so nkrofo no enko MPP so mo enko.
You eja kwa bra mami ni kan make sa comment. Eja kwa mo start about station sanya na ba. Me a member of parliament. Ya twaba da mami. Ma sa susupo no parliament no me ranking member for Roads and Transport Committee. I've earned my credibility. Openi afakwa obaye osatbo ejemesa wo parliament ejemesa president mama lodina minka sai mi boni e maye ne say odi details of air routes ho de baye na mesime na me rank to me document about disprove nti no ose me dishonorable na so ba makwan ma imu bi ba ha na say MPP communicator betra na say odidi atem oyesia o kan hwe ya papa
me pacho nyame kan say edu ba bi a wo hu
da bia na me ba na pese mo hu na me no be debate
honorable pempie no anya asem bia na yeyi ano so ati na me kan say anya asem bia na yeyi ano bo mo ehwe ye no na e be best judges a mti sem bi wo ho a wada Roma benchi na wo de mesre na mo de ache me sem me pacho me pacho
you are not being fair to me.
Whatever you say, I don't care.
No, you're not being fair to me.
Honorable to the Mr.
That's why he's being. I said he's being dishonorable.
It's about
NDC.
So let us be fair on this.
Make a position very clear on this.
We are intending to protect you.
Directive, no NDC. I Fifi Kwete. Honorable Fifi Kwete. General Secretary. What back us out instruct people about Kama. And also yediso. And in the social urban yediso. PCs no NDC monitors monitoring only yediso. So MPP for draw. But who say in your question now? The EC people they are being manipulated by the MPP. They are being manipulated, that's the perception. And so sir MPP for say omo draw omo crofo. Let them draw. And also me law abiding. Then Mrana say yisi for no on stop here say because of the fact Sentokwesi baby nti Sentokwesi baby a hwena resolve that matter no for free na yen it is clear the party leadership the yaba say yen crofo no continue to monitor but every PC should monitor I'm monitoring
but what can you know be say see ye de awutu senior is dey cry yen hwe so a say ebetumi aka say munipa and yesu say owa branch ne sekan a ono so nkrofo fa no fa so ebo nti no sa party mienu yi e de ha baba dia ene pamno twa no ene menya ntokra enti mu nkora mu nkotera ba bi na mu no sanka no ano no
exactly that particular ono so nka wasam yeti krom ha na ye limited registration yesi ho yesi boss man dia nim basic calculation nkora nim 6 abem ye ko ntokwa and see that some the kan ka say do nkrofo na bi
no, also on the Korea drone figures. If you are on the Google.
Thank you. It's in the you may not know how say me na da was say me Google na e see you. It's here there you be cause what now and my mistakes amba. Because no mo nchana excel no me mistakes so. It's here instructions now you can bring simple. But there and say baby a problem on mo na resolve. Say kaso say kwanya ko na you wa resolve that matter. Of do va francophone na It is MPP and NDC. We are government waiting. NDC, a Pesiaba. And so much Roman Copra. So I'm a person on Mokan, son of Matama, so I'm on call.
This is in this idea, or say transparency in Ocasa Momra, but never be caused into the moon free hole. Into a quam buffer so much transparency in a year.
You feel what has been about. It's that's a contradiction.
Ayaka Raya Bobona will be a trap, will be an opponent.
Yes.
What's a referee? No,
I match in your phone. What be that?
She be any plan or day.
More red card.
Now, over Pam referees, no.
Debbie.
Any linesman. I think my linesman scrapo can hold. What's a me Pamomo? We perceive that even the people, the police say police for they are your agents. We perceive all these things.
And you know, sir, MPP for some of the I'm going to manipulate easy for because just a say a location problem about it. I'm so welcome, my draw. And fine, it is clear, and this make a position clear. Yeah, General Secretary Abba Bekasa, Yajatum, young monitors now, they appreciate Yajatum. We continue to monitor until sir, if you go to Udemia, a German Samoa, MP for Assist, me such peace for Assist. One source is not buying your diso, your medical French, your back, National Johnson, your pay. Nana mbesa bisa say ana yati club here easy for a mistake like I say yeah mom omunyo majuma basic calculation calculation omunyo me na say twe ho na say bisa so be we
okay
the reason why transparency person ba no say say you try on ya hwe a mistakes so be bio say abo apoyo you don't know until no say baby asemesi wo mo hwe na no resolve ho na mama mfa say hina
okay me da say on na body wa na be san ba so go so na ma reject sa 5G deal aban no ene dwumakui omaye wo so moti ase a enye ye sha
no way ni nim ka say me hu say roto bi o say roto no aye mama I trying to my papa na ko make statement
but they no man pay be dey chire kan no say roto samra back no
exactly
no en kan topic no ho
sorry
entina ye hwe minority asema work can say sa 5G contract ya yede amai no emu odwerem isan say adwumaku a yede ma no yeti ye beye nefo kakra bi ene ye dane contract no ede ma no na so nchirichiri mu a communication minister de man say bra aban ye na dwene say obehya se a rule out 5G no na adwumaku a wo sa de no ho nim de pa ne bi eni oman no muti ne ho bi hia say ye bue bi ntem ye ti bi ntem na yetumi gina so be de adwuma na ehye omonsa enti no mo bu chirichiri mu say value for money nka ye ni ya nka ye benya about million about almost $1 billion na 900 and something million dollars a ye bitum de bi foforo na so ya nye ni nti ene ho nsem bebre we sanka we nya asem bia o ana
oh ya sir say procurement law e o man na minister wa be cheche na yanka ma na beka ade di mu say we so source abi so many be said that we public ade mo bia hu you know na mramunu obi o competent no omra na so oma bidibi na also o ti de hu ye da hwem no ye the evidence also yes an hwem na wonya bi so we think something is wrong in hwe never to you yes some titi as we can say bia ye dey say sa 5G eba your mind na ye tu ho ka aba we boy nti eba sa procurement no edi so is this a company pronounce be 1 week so one po ani na ye register no so we think say so officers are company na competent yani this public you know advertisement na go for be the into be bidibi so obiba na so mo hwe nyoma ni nam na sa nyimpa bo ya e no qualify you give it to the person nobody complains one fast akwa no so answer ye smell rat no if it's a bibi shashinti intinu minority yes me kan encouraging young chinsan wa na wo ba ejakwa na asimo akosu papa wa asimo akosu papa say 5G a ebiase fa na nyina obi aja tumesi yakobi nka obe make sure sometimes international bidding pon esa bem na competent abrofo na amonim de oma kwadra nyama ho no omso mbra mi bi nye bem na say competitive bidding ya adwuma na select a na akama ambasa anti Near see engine sign, no minority, and I think say everybody may support. No, you know, Jacob also support.
Matidia meda sene also dia by afa kwa yehwe wo share agreement here the woman no adwumakuo yi eye no work and pay na won be ye no for a period of 10 years eduro e betumi de bi kura ka ho ama wo and na wo so na ekura a control about 62.5%. No data and the voice bond be no and kase be bia no mobile users I mean kan sa omo ebe form omo kura 62.5%. Government no ekura only 7.5%. And afi 30% ekoma mobile network operators no and internet services nyumaku nti no wo mu ade ne form akasa aban ene mobile network operators and internet providers no ekura 37.5%. And as I do, 62.5%. I'm just say a more gram to a more gram to Sanka, but you who be a Mobet who be ampa. Yes, sir.
Ushesa deal ya a buying Edia Bana. Yebeka say in the Fourth Republic, no, in our text piece, no.
Yes.
We need the most robust innovation into our text piece. Jacob na yenjina as on mine. You were no complaining about your mobile network operators, no. Say be oka ojina be kasa kra na. Onu obi jina ho kra na offer okra. Waje the number na offer ni say amane so hu number no. You say the number you are dial cannot be reached at this moment. Please check and dial again. Ene sa na ma no. O send message ama obi krampo na. Ebe nwan ne ho sa ansa na ateke baako. Ebi oka be send kra no na eye message waiting. Eji kwada message waiting na. Am say nene Saturday obi send pictures be breme. Now pictures was sent the bread, no. It took me about 2 days and sana 8 me loaded on my WhatsApp where I'm meeting me downloading. Sani ma we say nyina no dia also mine ehwem because if we are saying baby we are saying corner going to what we call the fourth industrial revolution. And the fourth industrial revolution no technology. Abeful nimdie and ye did this adwumadi ni nyina. And no na ban hwe say the experiences of the past. Jacob na okay say sometime in 2014. And now you're moving into 4G. 4G, no. NBC are buying an at the time, no. Auction to the highest bidder. I don't know auction. Auction to the highest bidder. Highest bidder the toy, no. Not the Jumedian and say, but to me, at trend na kwabayamu, I'm a 4G network infrastructure in Yanano. I call all parts of the country. Sebio, who was a Hiasan so, who body, who body, who baby, I will be ana. Who internet connectivity, no, a 4th generation. 4G. A corner about intentem so ema ojumedi awudi nyina no etibi contentem o ye internet call there I was say streaming straight and cut ne sa nyama nyina but for 9 years ye auction 4G network no e de ma MNOs ne baako me pese me boka dwumako bi adin e wo platform so 9 years we've had only 15% penetration. Competition abewiase no artificial intelligence robotics ene niema abewiase nyina ya ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka kire yen say oba obe training over 1 million coders baby awo bia lo betua ye adwuma and ebi wo Ghana ha ye adwuma wa America ot Ghana ha ya because of say or cyber security professional or ye audit ema adwumako bi wo America UK any Europe ni other places. These platforms no and ebe enhance the digital economy na ebe ma economy a ye kan hwasem say digitization no etimi a drive na dwumeji na contentem eduti say your auction ema MNO mobile network operator bi ema for 9 years we achieve just 15% penetration aban esuen enya suen hunu wo say so 5G no ema the highest bidder nipa ba akopa how everybody because abani swadi hunu a opese obie Ghana economy nim with digitization no yentimi achieve edunti aban establish what we call a special purpose vehicle and this SPV and omoka say 1 week was say no this SPV and I invite companies like Ascend Digital, Knet omoye Ghanaian companies Radix, Nokia, Tech Mahindra, I'll call Tech Mahindra, I'll call India, remote part of India. Our customers of over 470 million subscribers are all managed you among Ghana population yes a little above 30 million. It is a unya giants like Tech Mahindra no more almost subscriber base here over 470 million. No more bound into your economy no more. It shows the technology transfer and the capabilities and capacity almost enter into your tech speed. again we can Nokia no more or person establish technology labs any idea Ghana has ya in terms of software development any sa nneema na ebeboa ama Ghana so take opportunity and enhanced studies any technology now we share in schools maybe smart schools any nneema ekoso we share you can say schools are in the almost aerospace any that technology based STEM academies are buying the bani na it will enhance these businesses to thrive. Abai Hieska never so no Uncle Jesse Kebia is about a peasant of a patry of about $250 million. Less than what? Sasa tech companies consortium me Juma. Even just 10% penetration in Kwana, it will translate into about 1 to 2% of our GDP. What is far bigger than a proposal of about $250 million?
Yes, Ayibi. But Yenshe Bibi Waha. We a law abiding party.
Absolutely.
Abiding government.
Absolutely. Sure.
Yenim say Bibi ati say no. Here parliamentary approval. We share Section 33 of the Public Financial Management Act 2016. Bibi say na se ko parliament. Anko parliament. Any other day man you make way. It's law abiding any day way.
We'll get there. Ejakwabena. Interpretation of our laws, sometimes, so one thing here now already just a provision to say Public Financial Management Act and the PFM, Section 33 and say contract of this nature must go to Parliament. I believe the Attorney General and Minister of Justice now are principal legal advisor to the state, no more. Say I was a call Parliament. He will advise government
must go to Parliament.
He will advise the Attorney General will advise.
And yes, at the end so ye hear no bibia putuprumu adie bia senya COVID ba ye see here ye nya aduro bia vaccine bia se ye wo eno putuprumu ade yo afena o ka se ye mfa ha ye nwa we sa bureaucracy no ebema na che ba we no enya de ye see here putuputu intentem say bia ye de boso ba ko mienu miesa bi kura kan kura na ke ko parliament ye dwendwenu na ke nyina ko bankuru mu a saka we nyina ma ade ti ye bo parliament egu na ye say ye ade no gidigidi
I have stated emphatically clear on our platform is to say the New Patriotic Party and abanya Ghana for ato abama ya ye ne kuta Ghana memo nim sisi na ye gym ready na ye dem run a year adwuma no ehu ni ye say ade a say come rase bedwuma ebeko nothing will stop it say come rase bedwuma say I will say come rase bedwuma ebeko but the kan nyina ne say we innovative idea abana ya I will say e born abaso and jumedi we say sha within the next 6 months Yebenya 5G network penetration about 50% in the next 6 months. Ebeboa ama internet connectivity akọ abahare saso abasahare so na ama obibia ho atọ no. Na dwumedia omo thrive on the internet. Omo di internet edi dwuma eni bibia e-governance eni sa niam ni nyina no yeti yenya internet connectivity a faster efo na ebeboa because ohwe sa the cost of friend say internet in Ghana nobody ye pa irrespective of even how slow and sluggish in its dealings as also nebo ne ede bigidi ye say enhanced features of a 5G infrastructure say na ebe boyen ama internet connectivity I enhance bibia na bibia nso etimi akoso
value for money
ade ehia pa ntis wey e wo say bibia ye to nsira no e wo say ye to sensia bi ne hira manpanyi akufo ado say wanye pese minkuminya e was idea we say ho one ka say ohia sika enimanimu ye na odi aye ne legacy projects na etire Ghana for asofa na wa biem say competition emblem you know what competition brings out the best most of the telcos na e ba ye egu na omontimi survive Glo ne other networks are almost suffer any na as a result of monopoly because of say a particular MNO and a control friend say the tech space how we are independent but we be there because say open enunti na ama Nokia ama Microsoft mu nyina no e ba Ghana because of say now the space has been open for competition to thrive
eti omo ba kiremu ye wa ha omo ba as on be take share because show
as partakers of the consortium
okay me tie bibi pa what's general infrakufu on be control 62%.
Sure.
62.5% of every data. Any voice bundler, to. As it say, me dia meto, nya wo to do be eto no 62.5% and no mobile control.
Yeah.
Emu 7.5% and ebeba on mine as a country.
Sure.
Na emu 30% ako telcos no.
Sure.
Can you convince Ghanaians say Adia you better say yeah let me put it that way. Na obi ono eba be ye ho adwuma no ekura mu 62%, 62.5. Womu a eye telcos no, womu kura mu 30%. Na yen 7.5 per any ebenya no. Eye bibia e betu aka say value for money ese say ye boy ensem say adepa.
Eja kwabena we value for money pa because in this consortium no government and committee a peswa of Ghana cedis into this deal. We share the we are seeing now moving to 5G now a expensive platform to make. Aban emfa 1 cedi enhim. Aban sika enni sa dwuma die we. Aban created the enabling environment no. Now with our robust regulatory requirements NCA mo ene edwumaku aban de si wo ye mra ene niema privacy ene niema ya bo ho ban no eno ne aban responsibility. Then omo platforms in the nyina back to give us enhanced internet connectivity and mobile 5G network infrastructure for some years. Oba operate na aban fa so be anso no aban enya 7.5 free carry interest.
How much are they investing? Ne yemfa toto number of years here dey ama omo and the percentage omo benya no ne yemfa toto won hwe say se yem omo 10 years 10 years omo nya no omo invest be $2 billion no omo fa omo kura mu 62.5% no ye calculate ni nyina bom a inflation no mo ba enti bi umenya fa so kakra within that 10 years and now within 5 years obenyo musika am say 5 years na aka ni nyina be omfa so ye calculate sene ma na hu how much did they invested any percentage ye dey ama omo yi ye dey toto ho a
eja kwabna de ede wo mu ne se wo hwe MNOs ni bi specifically ono na ye auction 4G infrastructure no ema na in the last 9 years no what might just 15% penetration rate no proposed to government say or ye fast 5G in san kan ho na on my $250 million aban eye ne cost benefit analysis no say sa $250 million no e cost mobile network operator yi ho a ye de 4G e ma na 9 years 15% penetration rate na aban per 100% internet penetration rate in Ghana said the be a digital economy no a thrive ye all in all corners of the country. Abaye you know say even yenya that coverage now just 10% penetration will surpass $250 million now proposal no eba you know. Not just said there was no value this is buying ever going into that venture in auction you know because one or more prove to be inefficient because or monopolize system now they are no pay and na oil. Ebio say when the opportunity coverage in ebie mo one GDP no it will give us almost about 2% of our GDP which is even more than the amount
what shows that
from
projection
from the projections
and the reality
and the analysis yes from the projection analysis projection analysis when you say this your e-levy once your e-levy no government can use even the e-levy assumptions no any idea to do some projections are factually correct because subscribers to mobile network operators oh yes Dr. Baumia say eno the Obana said that's
for 30 seconds
boy mame esla usu akufo the minister for communication na baso na be obi en kase nyankopon hira no so ma dwene Ghana me say eno mampanyin na danko akufo ado and the incoming president Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so mo de special purpose vehicle abana be boa Ghana
me de be fa ye fa ne say omo de ama e ko ba say bi ochi na bi amfa parliament but parliament so say dia omanem na kire no contract say no say e fa parliament say amfa parliament omo de ma aka no ma wie agreement no kra ne sa ochi na bi bibi ko ba wo de be ko back to parliament ma parliament akoka ho asem ana se sense ya de ma ekwa wo bra emfa parliament ni tene de betena se ya ne ya twe mo so na koto baby na koto baby ye nhwe processes omo fa mu nyina ani omani chefa omunya omani ye chefa ye nya ani adwumaku no chefa omo fa ani takus no chefa omo fa no hu ne se ade mu de ho fine e be bo oman no ya
aja medase ansem ha
asem be ne ha ya
na aja kwabna
ya we
aya na mesia fem the rate at which NPP members and many of with all due respect some of you, it appears you don't know what is ahead of you, the danger in which this country is being run into. The nation Ghana is not the beneficiary. Aja, COVID by Adekye in airport. Is Ghana benefit?
Sikabino mutiji.
No, mo dey $150 per person no man. Ya the cronies. You see, the Ajapade document allegedly coming from the Dankwa Institute. Ya parody, some of us have crusaded it. I'll be anti. Everything, go to page 20. Nipa obebo na baso sesi ya eslo so. Ono kropo wa say asem. Afakwa, your children's future. How is it possible? And here NDC be come out of office. Almost a bauxite deal be and commode indigenous company. Ura Ibrahim Mahama and oye a friend said CEO. Mo boguye, mo se mo pesa mo de ma foreigner. Right? And Kadi Ababa Buaga na me be a honeymoon. You didn't want it to be given to Ghanaian. Because what? You people have been crusading about, talking about soul sourcing. To the point that in the history of Ghana, more and more buyer, more creative, your friend saying, procurement ministry. And honorable, I stand to be corrected.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right? No more creative way, but you are the same people who are being found culpable. I just say you are swimming in the soul sourcing pool. I am bidder. Aja, permit me making can be actual from the Ajapade document, page 20, under telecommunication. Or say, we currently do not have much foothold in this sector. When they say so, it is not for the entire MPP, let alone Ghana. A group of individuals.
Also, we do not have what?
Food. Yes, what do you remember? And you see, it is documented that they will use people. And I'm not surprised what Afakwa is doing here. He doesn't know. And Krofo are going to benefit to the detriment of your children and the nation. And you are sitting here defending it, thanking Eslawusu. Let me repeat. We currently do not have much foothold in this sector. Talking about telecommunication. The critical role that telecom companies play in the lives and economic fortunes of this country requires us to make a strong entry into the sector. Oman can say it requires Ghana to make a strong entry. It requires us, so those individuals. The successful planting of the Kelny GVG into the telecom sector has given us unparalleled advantage in terms of having a view of activity flow within the sector and the ability to monitor communication of persons of our choosing. The intelligence gathering power allows us to target and eliminate any potential threat from within the MPP, particularly those not inherently loyal to our cause, and unless, which include members of the opposition NDC. I mean, conclude with her. Our sister in charge of the ministry, responsible for this sector, is doing remarkably well, especially her confrontations with MTN Ghana, resulting in the administrative measures aimed at curtailing the business of MTN. From 2021, legislation will be needed to be introduced to break the business of MTN using national security and antitrust reasons as justification. Our loyal allies will then be enabled to occupy the space to be ceded by MTN. Such entry will yield significant strategic advantages over our competitors. This document is dubious, treacherous, dangerous to this country. It's for a group of people. They haven't done that only to the telecommunication sector. They have done it to PDS, electricity. You're free for 6 months. This particular deal, Ayedima and Crawford, you'll be free or more. They will be paying us yearly. Just a yes, we describe a shame boom. Work and pay. Now you're taxi. A nation like Ghana, you are taking 7.5%. Now a group of individuals are taking 62.5%. How dare you? How wicked can you be? How wicked? She had a lithium deal. Almost a bin seed. And the NPPs were defending it. Say it is the best deal ever when the country are suffering. Let me reference you. Recently, politician B, and now say of recent times, politicians are we MPs are omonyo. It shocked everybody. Omoja padi omoye. It's a case be omowo. Business deals be more. We and one no curtailed. The nation did not benefit. A big deal be our year because you are doing it on behalf of your own self, no. Ghana kropo nimsa wo yes deal. Wabusuafo kropo nimsa wo yes deal. It's fizzled out into thin air. On money ye be bia che, gold be bia. But you see, let me also emphasize that, Honorable, with all due respect, I don't trust the minority. Because this is the issue of say they will not agree. I perceive them as playing another game of scratch my back. Let me have what I want. Because all that Vodafone, what happened?
That is why we are against it.
Honorable, you have been against many things. But at the end of the day, what happens? They pass it. This thing, they will pass it. They will pass it to the disadvantage of the nation and the taxpayer. They will pass it. And this group of people, they have stated it in the Ajapadia document. They want to control every sector, even when they are in opposition. They have consistent on it. They have done it. Financial sector is with them. The oil central oil refinery is state you know what they are more revival. The AC or say one.
They are water man.
You see, they are behind every facet of the economy. And even when they are in opposition. But look at your ages. Some of you are dying. Of course, I say, what is it? And case will be a poison me. I know what is worrying me. Until can build a legacy that will be bad. Now the Danko Kufuado buy ye and Nasadi we. Ya Kwame Nkrumah din border. Jamie Danko ya boni din. Ya boni din to some crofobia Air Force so one say person omode impose yeso. Nkrumah is referenced everywhere even after he's dead and go so many years. Mahama is referenced everywhere because of the projects he put in place. Me a friend say Lagos Hospital. My dad for Dr. Honti, frequently I know every corner.
It's wonderful.
And when you enter, when you go there, Aja, look at Rich. Look at the projects are there. Bank Hospital, I've been there several times because of my friend doctor. We go around, I have to take blood from here for him because they are busy. And I know most of the hospitals. And you people come, and because of populist approach of doing things, you may see 111 hospitals and districts, blah blah. That would be as we speak. 7 years, want to be commission back one. You sit here and describe 160 something, one district, one factory. What is its contribution to the GDP and the economy? What the tax the same so-called 160 something. No? And you are here saying, say, industries they grow within 15 years and some of them say more make profit. Kwame Nkrumah factories so good. Almost say they were not making profit. And then you are sitting here saying they should give you time for 15 years before. What's the 500 companies are selling a coffee in the United States? Give me just 3. And give me 3 in this country. Almost more a coffee. You see, we don't do propaganda like this. So you and my children, we are probably old. And Chebia in the next 40 years, and the main country 20. Maybe in the next 40 years, but your children will be there. And they will be facing the brunt of our inability to defend them. These are my problems. And yes, I'm a MPP. But I'm telling the MPP people, say, Sananadwa said party namun to me, the man has destroyed the party. A party which was attractive in opposition today. People are running away from it. Why? Why? It's not true. Nipa best 17, almost they are fed up.
It's not true.
In Krofua, primaries or more lose what they had portfolios. You took off the portfolio, punishing them more. You think they'll be happy with you? What said party, no? And some minus I shake tokum and say, what is happening?
It's not true.
America, while we company, let me quote this in the papers. Which paper is this? The inside. Of course, Ombeka says inside the so open, but it is the statement of the minority. Company established in just 1 week. It is instructive to note that the executive approval was granted by President Akufo-Addo for this sweet deal on 22nd August 2023, barely 1 week after the company's incorporation on 16th August 2023. Uber has also said all existing mobile network operators, that's MNOs, MTN, all these people in the country cannot offer data and voice services to their numerous customers nationwide without passing through NextGen. NextGen, who are the final beneficiaries? Until you be tracing. Now some individuals, be selfish people, be government area, you no more monitor costs, no number. I mean, how do we countenance this thing? How? Private company be no monitor government in bargain costs to say pass it through for us to master. We are not serious.
Me say ya say what you gonna name ye din man no say na be ya.
One minute.
We di amame no drop on semensia dia bra ya bia ne se na dia ye be sori ntem kakra na ya hwe now say me more 2 minutes.
Uche na minia ya ekan ya say company no was 1 week he was then onya approval. In our company's laws of Ghana no, even a pre-incorporated in a company can tender for a contract. That is by law. A pre-incorporated contract. Every student of company law, Ejitum say company are yet to be registered, can't even go in for a contract before they register. But this is a special purpose vehicle. And looking at the mighty giants in the tech industry, Yabubodino, Ascendegeta, KNet, Radis, Nokia, Tech Mahindra, Microsoft, NSA companies. This is a consortium.
A dear partner, a woman, a man who is so different in here. The
money is so different, and say one. In 2014, your auction, your 4G infrastructure, no, Edema MTN, no, or just 15% penetration for 9 years. This special purpose vehicle, no, ebe my 100% penetration rate. In the next 6 months, no, say if we are go through, they can give us 50% penetration rate. I be hand say the e-economy, e-economy, no, are thriving. Again, as also near say. The monopoly in the tech space will be broken out. Every competition, no be answer to and enhancing technology transfer. Because
monopoly ban away system say.
Oh, monopoly say one company pay and they manage your 4G infrastructure na. Onto me MBA na kwaimu, Emma others and thrive. And because the all competing with other MNOs, no, you see say it's an unfair competition. Because so whole company me find say despite media into the tech space na say special eyes assume say special eyes special company any part of despite group and a special eyes and manage the tech space and na mo nyina so compete for subscribers wo service or the man be say I don't think bebre for the app bebre entimi drive because of monopoly and now because this has been an enhanced competition ebe boa mo bi so timi ayere ne ho na anya quality of service ebe boa obi ama yedwuma bi ayepe eni aban ni so ade hu atimi atumpon again NBC promise so omo ba omo so be train coders over 1 million MPP SUC eba ye train coders according to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the digital man so obe train coders into the fourth industrial revolution 1 million sa coders ye be depending on this 15% penetration akra kumasi kwanya train 1 million nana obo omo sashi western north oti region upper west upper east northeast savannah any all regions no one can ho ana. This is why I so urgent that you bring national coverage of our digital space, now enhanced mobile telecommunication infrastructure etimiaba, na 5G, na training, no etimiaba no be obiano, the benefits of taking part of this trade.
Yo, that's it.
Sir, the supposed Ejapadia book now already here, no.
That's it.
Nobody takes interest in that Ejapadia book will be reading. They didn't call Troy, and you never be free back. It's the call Ejapadia book. That's
and just a quick one. Opinion small kinds of trust minority from trusters. Minority. You bet you be but you be here a domino like you're concerned many other people. You say, Sam, yes, Mekosi, you bet my years awful. Because airtime, if you say Japan, airtime.
Ghana probably 40 and 50%.
And Jabino often coercive power, and I mean, the government has a coercive power. In the end, this year, the government will coercive.
The state on us is the state.
Now, I cry, I want to say, Let's say President Vice President Baumia no name or say or the tone at the baby. Now me point and say, yeah, I may trust me to use an idiom. Only for 2 The people so added to Mesa, Etikroma, or say, which was of Foka, you can cancel media grow. Yetikroma, also every house would be one toilet. Yeah, you who he. It also what two a friend saying a Adekye or a Ghana city, you know. She said, "Oh, comfort Moody. This is the core to that his personality, the integrity. Can we trust this person? This road thing. What I mean, you can watch him. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's the head of the economic management team. But I can't say.
So a mate.
Mate in fact. The Ghana, you say, Ghana, yes, is for. I'm sorry. Sabe, yes, is for. I would be the diagro. I to come. Sato la se so you call Jilo ya kwan ya ba betolu na what trap ko yes that you don't abolish, don't scrap this idea. Parliament you look I'm from the kwan so I'm trying to see a term. We talked about it. I must say tone no kwan on best of it you now. Can you imagine say we for because oba e kwan finfini to e dis so onjana kwadun so just a basa. So the warning is just a simple no, and we are not holding him accountable. I'm urging Ghanaians, this is a personality, the personal, or say, oh, Baba president. Now, can you imagine, say, Nakasa Sata me, the government is in power. Can't he do this to anything now? Then they see the coin, say, oh, Abemu, he's the head of the economic management team, or the vice president, he's the flag bearer of the MPP. And then Sato don't do starting in there. We have said
the minister who ordered the closure of the toll is not no more in that ministry.
Yes. So do it now.
So what's the
do
problem?
it now. So this is a person you can't trust him. Now make it the core is he is somebody you cannot trust. How can you trust this person? You can't do that. Into the mechanisms I told no family back once and is me say about you better review. If you ask for name if you ask for name say to
memo 2 minutes in sorry.
Aja Obi sorry. And especially NPP for me, I'm advising you, my brothers and sisters. So one can get Japadia document. The moment can say fake, but you yourself have seen clearly where the administration. Now one can say about Peduma Kra or NPP more started some Kasama. This is something another than cook for the country must say. More moye de because of Mamma Jumantina moye and I'm a boya. Okay. So they are shouting because I have not given them anything to do. Nkrofo bi to say my brother here me ne ko ha the last time where Adomakuba fi the late Asabo Ajamfi Nana Obribo Ahenso. These people they spend all their life for the MPP. Look at how they are being treated. And who study that's the problem. Say the people are being used and in fact it's documented that will be used. The reason why Sanka Obin a trench and trust a Japadia document now. And can make us one tear so remember be the best prophet ever. Every single thing from page 1 to the end. They have implemented it. And then I make us an interested minority because everything a family or a group of people and friends within the MPP and capture state, and more destroyed, say they should be rich forever.
What is
going on?
To partner
you
with
save MPP, you save NDC, you save the whole Ghana.
That's why we are there.
The future is what we are looking at.
And we are taking power. When we take power, we put everything in motion.
Ya wasanita no medase. Afọ akwa mama mo ni din ye. Ne din no ewenpo. Ne din ye Enoch Ahwere Afọ akwa. Esquire lawyer ni MPP communication team no kan no shatare tuntum no. And honorable Isaac J Mensa ye MP Wasa East or ye Bama Andy Samayuko.
Ranking member for
ranking member yes, or the title my fan can say police in
a former deputy minister for road and highways. It's in Miyaka what's my
also a political analyst. Now, when they and then pay my main far as that I'm special eyes need this way. And it's for need to be quite so much saying. na yɛmfa aseda koro na bi ɛma natural voltage protector somebody kan no wo fridge wo air conditioner wo deep freezer wo TV bɔ ho ban industries akɛse a mo su machines akɛse nso ye wo voltage protector wɔ hɔ a sɛ wo gye de bɔ machine no ban kanea no kɔ soro ɛbɛ fom adum anum o wo gyina na so pinti sɛ wo machine wɔ ba bia most of mo fie sɛ de am ka sika ho den I'm telling you enti sɛ wo nneɛma bi a electrical appliances bi a bɔ ho ban sɛ your office o sɛ wo adwuma mo sɛ ye fie o bɔ modern so benya voltage natural voltage protector bi na wo de abɔ ho ban wo yɛ sɛ bɛbɔ papa ɛde gye sam ne sɛ ɛyɛ quality na ne bɔ no so ɛda fam a obia betumi ato bi last Thursday bi chebi wa ha me am sɛ me de ma o ma protest ahwe afi o ma start bom aba so saa aha masofo ya masofo enti ɛna no pay sana yɛbɛyɛ no na afi ɛno akyi no me de mo number na ma matobi amount ɛyɛ 0257 146 749 0257 146 749 omo yɛ delivery enti ne sɛ opfrɛ a bebe obia so omo de bebro omo asalebotwe school junction omo ne car bank ne ben pɛ na Jehovah Witness for ahini asa Kingdom Hall no so omo ebe omo din ɛyɛ pre-safety technology afei so ultimate remedial school and I make confident will be opposite of deck bia say obeko esanse se ka English maths and science 100% ube pass am na abroso kresan say 2022 womo ye no nkwala ni nyino bia e pass ni entiate sa ne say womo awo labs ahodo ni nyina betumi akokwa research bia so ye bia womo ewo practicals bia so ko ye bia womo so library a book bia hu ye bia no obetumi nya bi no akenka wa chechefo so adwunu mu dɔ won so ebo amade chetumi akoso no achi kra de wie no kra ne se ɛhɔ examinational centers nti no wuni how kra asefo su ene akra ena omwo gi number na from na woni wo hwe talks kakra om number betumi from 0244 696911 0244 696911 and afi 020 789 1004 020 7891004 sanyuma kui adaroma ne nanopɛ yɛde Adekye Nsroma ebrɛm na yɛbɛ sɔre so yi ma memfa nkyia we ɛma abusuafo yansa na masɔre so kora akɔ ɛnɛ ɛyɛ Mrs. Ajua Pinaman Akwa una ye MD Edma Weston Brokers ɛnɛ ɛyɛ wawoda we efiri ukunu ɛnɛ wo mama komako enum any Oxford ebusha ni nyina say omuma happy birthday Mrs. Ajua Pinaman Akwa Managing Director Edema Weston Brokers. Thank you very much. Afi ba ko awon so ya kwa mi wo fie hai na yi Mrs. Stella Okwampa nto we teacher ni ewo Jesus and Mary School like my 7 unso na wawoda enti na eno no ena no pay ma me fan chiama na na poku ware ono no ye otekokko so 2472 ne bambo ni soronko kora na apoku miwie peme from ye di nkomo me say dwumade bi koso na de koso ne say galamsey no wo mo di say babia be say babia say na minim so otufo de on tena se nya hwe han ma enumuguase enka Ghana man esanse sisi amanu guso ameka say no emia hodo bi omutu galamsey achemo dan say enkoyi o krakrakrakrakrakra na nipa ehye chire no so no eye titiru pa na ehye chire a nananom mesremu amada roma monana da meka na se musu muntie kakra esanse yenso yeka bia eye na ye mo ase de be ya ye kwa ni yesu a esese ni nyina no ye betumi ahwe na ye sia na nka pese me bo we su tew na ye sori na ye ko we nhwe ewen aha okay ba ko ekoso no galamsey no gidigidi pa srabronum ewo ahafano south east awona sa ade ne koso na menu so 200 mo tintintintintintin update bi ohu bia no ya de ba mamo mi de ja kwabran meda tim ni nyina aseso muso yasene no meda wase so hwe ye wa ya doma ochena Adekye Nsroma ye besan ba ye mamu na achi ekra mu nyina